Welcome back to another What Sold video. My name is Essie Jane and I am a newish reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, all those online platforms where you can sell women's clothing. And today I am going to talk to you about all my best and worst sales of October. So September was my best month yet and October blew it away. It was even better. So I'm really excited to share these sales with you. I will start off with some of my overall numbers and then we will talk about my worst sales, my best sales, and a few sales of items that sold in less than a week. So just going back to review September a little bit, I sold 41 items in September. My total sales were $4,751.94. My average profit per unit was $44.50, and my total profit for the month of September was $1,824.46. Comparing that now to October, I made 42 sales, so almost exactly the same number of sales. However, my total sales were $7,495.89, so way higher. My average profit per unit was $69.58, which I am so unbelievably thrilled about because, as you know, if you have watched any of my videos before, my goal is to make $40 per item profit. And then that leaves my total profit for the month of October at $2,922.53. So it was a great month. I had a couple of weeks that were just on fire, and then if you watched my vlog from last week, the end of the month kind of petered out a little bit. But yeah, I am kind of blown away by these numbers and that I have been able to get my business to this point because a lot of these are numbers that I kind of set as a goal like 6 months ago. I wanted to make a $3,000 profit in 1 month, and $2,922 is pretty close to that, so I feel really good about it. Obviously, Q4 is going to be a better time to be making these numbers than in the dead of summer, so I definitely understand that there's some seasonal buying going on to affect these numbers, but I'm really happy that I have been able to be strategic about what I source and list and sell to be able to hit these numbers. So let's talk about those items that I strategically or unstrategically sourced and sold. We'll start with the bad buys. So my top 5 worst sales by profit are as follows. Coming in at number 5 was this For Love and Lemons floral mini dress. I wanted to try this brand out, so I picked up a couple of items. I found one at a buy sell trade store, and then this one I sourced on Mercari actually. It was new with tags. It took 107 days to sell. It sold eventually on eBay for $114.99, including shipping, and that left me with a profit of $27.95. Next up is this Suzanne dress. It was something that I picked up on the RealReal. Again, another mini dress. I don't know why I was buying this. Suzanne kind of has this hold on me where I just love buying it and having it in my closet, and I think that's something that I'm going to have to adjust going into the future because I tend to take risks on Suzanne more than I should, and my average profit per Suzanne item is definitely not where I want it to be. But anyway, this one took 42 days to sell. It sold on Depop, actually. It was one of my few Depop sales for the month. Sold for $120, and that left me with a profit of $23.46. Now this one was an interesting one. It was a pair of mother jeans. I bought a couple of these on the RealReal, not knowing what style they were, and I ended up with 2 of the same cut in different washes. Same size, I think, or very similar sizes. And they were boyfriend jeans from several years ago, so definitely that like early 2010s boyfriend jean style. So I was kind of bummed about that, and I priced them a little bit low, I think, just because I thought I wasn't going to make anywhere near the profit I was hoping to. But these sold in 2 days, and I sold them for $70 on Poshmark, and I made a profit of $23. And then the other pair I think also sold in under a week. We might get to that later on, or maybe just over a week, but I made a better profit on that one. So They did better than I expected, and if I saw them at a buy-sell trade store or something like that, I would definitely pick them up for the right price. Another pair of boyfriend jeans left me with a $22 profit. This is from the brand DL 1961. I bought these a long time ago. They were in my closet for 154 days, and they eventually sold on Poshmark for $45. So like I said, profit of $22 on those. My smallest profit sale of the month were these Ralph Lauren velour shorts that I found at a thrift store a long time ago, listed for over 200 days. They sold on Poshmark eventually for $30, leaving me with a profit of $18.28. Not bad for an item I bought for $4 as far as return on investment, but not the kind of item that I want to be picking up anymore. All right, let's get into the good stuff. So my top 10 sales of the month ranked by profit. Number 10 is a Misa Los Angeles dress. It was kind of this holiday print, so I figured it would do well this time of year. It took 52 days to sell on Poshmark. It sold full price, full listing price, for $168. I bought it on the Real for $48, so my profit was $84.68. Next is a Reformation dress. I love Reformation, new with tags, in the right style especially, but I've been keeping my eye out still for new with tags Reformation dresses that aren't oversaturated and paying attention to which styles are doing well. The Gavin is one of their best-selling styles, and this was a rare print. So this took 59 days to sell, sold on Poshmark for $200. I picked it up on Poshmark for $71, so my profit was $89. If you watched my what I bought during Labor Day sales video, I bought this V. Chapman bridal gown from Beholden. I spent a whopping $210 on this. So it was new with tags, but it came with like a pen mark on it, which was really disappointing. I did decide to still try to sell it, even with the flaw. It took 42 days to sell, but it did eventually sell on an offer on Poshmark. So I received this offer for $375 and accepted it, which left me with a profit of $90. Again, maybe not my best buy, but not too bad to make $90 in less than 2 months. If you've been following me on Instagram, you saw me post a story about this J. Crew stadium cloth parka that I found at a buy-sell trade store. I listed it a couple days after I bought it, and it sold within a couple of hours for $151. I paid $40 for it at the buy-sell trade store, so that left me with a profit of $91.22. Same day flip. Was thrilled with that. My first sale in the month of October was actually this Nili Lotan turtleneck sweater that I sourced way back in the spring. It had been listed for 185 days when it sold on eBay for $179.99. I paid $40 for this originally, so that left me with a profit of $100.80. Now this is an example of a better Suzanne pickup. I was hoping to sell this one for a little bit more because it's a super rare style and it is a full knit sweater midi dress. So a little bit more of a substantial piece, but I'm not complaining at all about this profit. I paid $63 for this on the Real. It was new with tags. I sold it on Poshmark 47 days after listing for $220, so that left me with a profit of $113. Next up are these Kate Danielle straight leg jeans. These were also new with tags. I bought them on Poshmark as well. I paid $125 for these. They sold in less than 3 weeks for $299 on Poshmark, so my profit was $114.20. I've been getting a lot of full price sales on Poshmark lately. I'm very curious if anybody else has noticed that. It seems like users that are just creating a Poshmark account for the first time, so maybe they're finding the item from Google, which tells me that my SEO is working well, or that Poshmark has been doing something with their SEO possibly, so that these items are showing up better on Google when somebody's searching for them. But I've made several full price sales from guest users in the last couple of weeks, which has been absolutely amazing. But yeah, anybody else notice that? All right, we are now into the top 3 sales of the month of October, and it just started raining outside, so hopefully that doesn't affect the sound quality too much. It was sunny and beautiful this morning, and now it is super dark and raining really hard. Anyway, Coming in at number 3 are the Stuart Weitzman All Jack knee boots, and they sold in 3 days. I purchased them on Mercari for $71. They sold on Poshmark for $250. So that left me with a profit of $129. This is another sale that I posted about on Instagram because I was super excited. This is my highest sale price item to date. This is a Love Shack Fancy gown. It's like a ball gown. Gorgeous, black taffeta. And I had seen LA Posher Jen. If you don't follow her on YouTube and Instagram, you should go check her out. But I had remembered that she ended up sourcing this a while ago and said that it did really well, even though it wasn't the classic Love Shack Fancy pastel floral billowy style. So I saw this on The Real Real new with tags, and I definitely paid up for it. I paid $240, which was a lot, and it took 50 days to sell. But it did eventually sell. I received an offer on Poshmark for $500, so that left me with a profit of $160. And the best sale of the month goes to another pair of Kate jeans. These were actually a runway pair, so they retailed for $2,500. They're denim in the front and leather in the back, and I found these on The Real Real for $85. They sold after 38 days on an offer on eBay that I received. So including shipping, the buyer paid $359.99, and that left me with my biggest profit ever per item of $211.46. So that was the first time I've ever broken $200 in profit, and I was really thrilled about that sale. So I actually had, I think, about 11 sales that took less than a week to flip, so I just wanted to go over those really quickly. I already mentioned that J. Crew coat, which was the fastest, but I will just go through the rest by longest to sell down to shortest besides that coat. So these Mother Mid-Rise Dazzler jeans sold on Poshmark for $130 6 days after listing. My profit was $41. These Stuart Weitzman Highland boots sold on eBay for $187 5 days after listing, and that left me with a profit of $64.36. This Zara suit set, it was a dress and a blazer, sold on Mercari 5 days after listing for $135, and that left me with a profit of $47.28. Another Suzanne sale, this one was a sweater. It sold 4 days after listing, sold on eBay for $96.99, left me with a profit of $34.80. Another Zara blazer sold 4 days after listing on Poshmark for $120, which left me with a profit of $48. These Nilly Lotan French military pants sold on eBay 4 days after listing for $128.99. My profit there was $71.24. This was the other pair of the Mother Boyfriend jeans that I mentioned earlier. So these sold on Poshmark 4 days after listing for $98, which left me with a profit of $43.40. Another J. Crew Stadium cloth coat sold 4 days after listing on Poshmark for $125, and that left me with a profit of $60. Yet again, another Zara blazer, also worn by Kate Middleton. This sold 3 days after listing on eBay for $123.99, leaving me with a profit of $60.14. All right, so that is a quick recap of my October. Really thrilled about all of those sales. We'll see how November goes. Hopefully I have good news again for you next month, although I am due to have a baby this month, so I may not come through with a video at the beginning of December. We'll see on if the baby comes late, then I might need some things to fill my time, like filming videos. Next week, I'm going to continue my series of what I have learned reselling. So if you haven't already watched my what I've learned in 6 weeks reselling and 3 months, I'm going to do the next installment of that, which is what I've learned in 9 months reselling, now that I am really close to hitting that point. And I hope you stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching this What Sold video. These are some of my favorite to watch from other resellers, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like the video, and while you're there, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you back here soon.